In this case, I have this air condition. As you can see, the blades are broken. So the customer gave it to me and say, hey, do you want the air condition? I said, yeah, sure, I can take it. I installed a new one. So this is the old one. As you can see here, we have more pieces. And this is the new blade. So I bought the new blade, $24. That is the only problem with the air condition. So the customer told me everything was working fine, and then they hear an explosion, and that was the explosion. Other than that, the air condition seems to be fine. As usual, the manufacturers, they use cheap stuff, plastic, instead of using aluminum. And if that was the case, the air conditioner will keep working, because that is the only problem. So what you have to do in this case is very easy. In order to make the video faster, you have to remove the screw here, here, and here, and in the other side kind of the same thing. So you remove this cover. So when this cover off, you're going to be able to clean this up, because the problem that they have is usually this gets so dirty that you cannot cool off the fan, and the radiator, and if you cannot cool the radiator, you're not going to get cold air inside. So you have to clean that up. And if you have a problem with the fan, the blades, I'm teaching you now how to replace it. So what you're going to find in the other side, I had a nut. I removed the nut, but even though I tried to hit it on this side, it didn't work. I tried to spin it and say, okay, maybe there is a thread inside, that is why I cannot take it out. It didn't work. There was a washer here, like those have washer. With this screwdriver, I was able to take it out, but even though I'm still struggling to remove it, so I was able to cut it with this, with the multi-tool. And otherwise, if you have a Dremel, maybe you can do the same thing. You can use the Dremel, it depends. But in this case, I think the multi-tool is more efficient. The blade is longer, and I will be able to cut more. So I'm going to keep working, and I'll show you later the end result. All right, you work like a champ. So as you can see, I just finished cutting it, and now it's all clean. So there was no thread. So I forgot to tell you that I was using the hammer, also the rotary tool, as you can see. So with this you can chisel it, and also I tried with the hammer, but it didn't work. So now, after cutting it, it's good. So now I'm going to try to put the fan. Hopefully it will fit. As you can see, I put it here. As you can see, it's too big. The axle is too big, so I have two options. One, I can go back to the shop and try to replace it for something bigger. They told me that they have to order it for something a little bit bigger, or I have to grab a drill bit and make a hole and make it bigger, and it should fit. As you can see, I put the fan, the blade, the fan blade. You have this screw, you have to tighten it up very tight, and it spins just fine. So now I have to clean it all up, as you can see, and I'll put the plastic back in, put it horizontally. I'm going to turn it on. I have the connections, so it doesn't have any plug, but I was able to use this cable that I bought, and I have a generator, a Honda 7000, so I was able to plug it in and it works. So now I'm going to put the screws back in, and that's it. As you can see, I just put it all together. So as you can see, it spins just fine, no problem. So the manufacturer saves some dollars, but produce a big expense to the customer a few years later. So it's an easy fix. I put all the screws back in, as you can see, on the side here too. That's it. So now I'll show you how it works. I tried, but it works. I'm going to show you. So in this case, because it's 220, you use the black and the red, and this, it goes nowhere. This one doesn't go anywhere. This is ground, this is neutral, these are the two hots, and that's it. So I have to turn on the generator, and that's it. Alright, now it's in Celsius. I'm going to put it in Fahrenheit. moving, so that is why when you get cold air. But that's it. So the repair was a success, and see you next time.